Meghan and Harry were involved in a catastrophic car chase. That's the angle for today. All the big news agencies, BBC, CNN, MSNBC, Sky News, Fox News, got the headlines, like the same headlines, that Harry and Meghan were involved in a 2-hour catastrophic car chase. Does this sound familiar? I think it sounds familiar. They are trying to make a kind of similar situation to what happened to Harry's late mom, Princess Diana, because Princess Diana died in a car crash whilst they were being chased. She and her boyfriend were being chased by the paparazzi. So are they trying to reinvent that kind of situation? What are they trying to do? In a desperate move to rebrand themselves, they have been on one PR stunt to another. Do you all remember that recently Meghan Markle was on a hiking trip in quotes, because the way she dressed wasn't really for a hiking trip. She just like a staged hiking trip. In that hiking trip, she had a bodyguard. This bodyguard is Kim Kardashian's ex-bodyguard. That's the person she hired. Why? Because she wanted attention. She wanted everyone to talk about it. And then when people are talking about Meghan Markle hiring Kim Kardashian's ex-bodyguard, that's news, and that's how Meghan wants to remain in the public eye. She wants to remain in mainstream and in social media so that people can keep talking about her. Normally, we all know, like, when you talk about anyone, positive or negative, it propels them. They will still be relevant. So that's what Meghan Markle is desperately trying to do. She is trying so hard to stay relevant. As we all know, Hollywood, she has tried to make her way into Hollywood, but her age, like she's too old for most of the roles in Hollywood. So it has been difficult for her to go back into acting, especially into Hollywood, and especially because now she has a new title, like the royal title, the Duchess of Sussex. She knew that if she anywhere she goes, like to any film agency, she would be taken like hot cake. She is older, like her age, she's 41, and most of the roles in Hollywood are between maybe 18 to 30. Or maybe she wants to take like an older. So Meghan Markle and Prince Harry are so desperately trying to rebrand, especially Meghan. She as we've seen, this is the first time we've seen Meghan in public doing something, actively doing something, being proactive in public since after Prince Harry's release of his memoir Spare. So Meghan Markle had taken a back from Prince Harry and from the royal family, and it is even rumored that maybe they're separated. They're just acting, like when there is like a public event, they come out together and pretend, and then Harry goes to his own side and she goes to her own side. So this is coined from Lady C's recent video, where she said Prince Harry is definitely living somewhere else and Meghan is living somewhere else, because as we could see, Harry was in a rush to leave the coronation, like on the same day, immediately after the coronation crowning ceremony. He left and he said he was heading back to Montecito for his son's birthday. But it's been more than a week after the coronation and we haven't seen any picture or any glimpse of Prince Archie's birthday. The only pictures we saw was of his wife Meghan Markle with her friends on a hiking trip. And when you see these kind of pictures, you begin to wonder, like, you want to go on a hiking trip with other people, with your friends, but your husband is nowhere around. He's not present. It seems like you've moved on. You don't care. And even the son that you claimed to have stayed back in Montecito to make his birthday party is nowhere to be seen. Even like, he's 4 years old and maybe he will be so excited to go on a hiking trip as well, because there were so many people there. Like, she has no excuse for leaving her 4-year-old son back home, not to take him on a hiking trip, especially like as a mom, like when your son has had his birthday party, and 4-year-olds are normally energetic and adventurous. So you would want to take him to the woods or to the hiking trip, and then you show him different kinds of trees, take him closer to nature, Then Meghan Markle cares just about herself, and all we saw was her posing for paparazzis on a hiking trip that she had hired. So the same goes to the award. I have a video on my channel about this award, the MS Foundation Award. Meghan Markle had been doing so much work to promote, to push the women's cause like feminism, women empowerment, equality. She had been doing a lot of work because before she had been doing a lot of work before she met Prince Harry. She dropped everything, and for a long period of time we never saw Meghan talking about all the work she had done. Like, if it was that natural, you talk about the things that are natural, like naturally, you would just talk about the things that you care for, the things that you believe in. But Meghan, as soon as she met Harry, she forgot about it. We started seeing was race baiting, playing the race card. Like, maybe she saw, like, because in 2020 Black Lives Matter was trending, and she thought of a way of milking the Black Lives Matter cause, the Black Lives Matter cause, because it was trending, and maybe more money into its causes. So Meghan Markle was doing so much work back then. So why did MS Foundation not give her the credits that she so deserved at that time? Why did they wait until she became a member of the royal family before giving her an award? Why? So there are two reasons. One reason is maybe they are now trying, because everyone, like you see Oprah, Tyler Perry, and now Gayle King, are trying to milk Meghan Markle's status, the Duchess of Sussex, her connection to the royal family. So they are reaching out to her to use her to make money. And Meghan Markle is also wise and manipulative. She is also, that's what she wants. So she is also going to them for business. So you see that they are not giving Meghan, if let's say if and only if they want to give Meghan an award for Woman of Vision of the year 2022, they are not giving her because they see her as a woman of vision. They're giving her because they want to be connected to the royal family, because the royal family is a brand and it brings a lot of cash and money. So the second reason that I suppose is that, as we all know, after the Oprah interview, Meghan Markle got a lot of backlash, and it affected her image, her brand, her reputation. So Meghan Markle is trying so hard to rebrand herself. So in my opinion, it's the second reason. But I don't know. I feel so strongly about this point. She bought the award. She bought the award. She paid for it. Because when you look at the award ceremony, you see that the song that is being played when Meghan is mounting the stage to get her award doesn't resonate with the cause of the foundation, the MS Foundation, and its goals and objectives. This girl is on fire, this girl is on fire. Like, come on, it's like some kind of me event. Like, it's all about me. And this is the kind of song I want when I'm climbing the stage. This is the song that you have to put. And one person mentioned that the gown she was wearing, Meghan Markle, cost $1,800. $1,800 gown. And then not to talk of the jewelries that she was adorned with, because we know Meghan, she wears all her jewelries on herself. Whether she's going to eat in a next door eatery, or whether she's going to hike for a hiking trip, she wears all her jewelries. Whether she's going for a charity event where she's going to meet poor people, she puts all her jewelries on to show them that I now have a class, and this is my class. This is where I belong. If I'm coming here, I'm just coming to help you. It doesn't mean we are on the same level and the same class. So Meghan Markle, when she got her award, then she left. But there is another point. While she was getting into the awards grounds with Harry and her mother, Doria Ragland, there were only two voices saying, Meghan, we love you, Meghan. Did she pay for these two people who came there to say, Meghan, we love you, Meghan? Did she pay for them to be there? Did she pay for them? So there is something about the paparazzi, chaotic paparazzi chase. Are they sure they were chased? They were being chased? No, they were not, because NYPD has released a statement, and in this statement they said there was never a chaotic car chase situation. There was never any. There's another post where they said the driver of the SUV that was carrying Harry and Meghan was driving recklessly, so they were being stopped by the police, and the driver was asked to come out of the car, and there is a video online. In that instance, you could see that there was just one paparazzi guy with a camera, and that was it. There are other photos of Harry and Meghan and Doria Regan in the car, and you could see that Meghan was relaxed and posing for the paps. She was even smiling. So if it was a chaotic car chase as they claim, would Meghan be so relaxed and smiling? No, you wouldn't be. She wouldn't be, because they put it as if they were so scared for their lives, or it was a near death situation. It wasn't. And the New York mayor, the mayor of New York, has now come out and said a 2-hour car chase is impossible in New York. That's the statement he made. And he was shocked that Harry and Meghan said there was a 2-hour car chase. Come on. These two grifters, Harry and Meghan, they are so desperate. They're trying to rebrand themselves to the point that they keep creating one PR stunt to another, one PR stunt to another. Like, if Meghan went to collect this award and then went home quietly, that would have been it would have been okay. Like, no one would even bother about Meghan or the award she got, even though she has been getting a lot of backlash online because people are thinking that she bought the awards. And why would you buy an award? And normally, as a royal, a member of the royal family, you should be the one who is giving an award to a foundation that is doing a good job. You are the one who is supposed to give the award to them, not the other way around. But since Meghan has fallen from grace to grass, she is now the one running after the tiny little bits, the tiny foundations to get an award in a bit to rebrand herself, all in a bit to get attention. Meghan Markle, still on the PR stunt and trying to rebrand herself, she went to an eatery, a sushi eatery, and in this sushi, still in a bit to rebrand herself, she went to an eatery with her husband, Prince Harry. And in this eatery, I don't know, because from the pictures, we don't see Gwyneth Paltrow or Cameron Diaz talking to Meghan, but their spokesperson put out a statement saying that Harry and Meghan were in that eatery in Montecito with Cameron Diaz and Gwyneth Paltrow, and even with Cameron Diaz's husband. From the pictures, you can see that they were walking into the eatery, and Cameron Diaz and her husband were already there. Like, they were minding their business, they were talking to each other, and they were even backing them. So, but their paparazzi, Meghan Markle's paid paparazzi, took the photos, and their spokesperson put it online that they were there with Gwyneth Paltrow. How desperate can they be? Harry and Meghan are too. Meghan is talented, in my opinion. I think she's talented, but I don't know. Meghan was a D-list actress in Suits. She never climbed an inch from being a D-list. She later on went to the royal family and she became an A-lister in the royal realms. But she's not an A-lister in Hollywood. So she's in desperate need to connect with the A-listers of Montecito, of Hollywood. But it has been difficult because we've seen Meghan attending events, like the events that she attended was Ellen DeGeneres' vows renewal. And that was the only one. Oprah made an event in her place, or like some sort of a surprise birthday party, and Meghan was nowhere near. She wasn't invited. Even after Oprah was the one who took Meghan out for an interview that destroyed Meghan Markle's reputation, personality, and brand. She cut Meghan off when she realized that Meghan and Harry were onto something more, not just the race baiting card, the race card. They were onto something more. So she pushed her aside. So Meghan, for so long, has been snubbed by the A-list celebrities, also by the big events like Oscars, Met Gala. She has been snubbed. She hasn't had an invite. So going out for this MS Foundation award was a big deal for Meghan, and maybe she was so desperate that she wants to be in the news. Then she and Harry created this idea that they should be like, they should put it out in the news that they were in some kind of car chase similar to the one that Princess Diana had before she died. So why is Harry exploiting his mother's death? Like, Harry does he it seems as if he loves to be in his trauma. He doesn't want to be healed. Like, he likes to be in his trauma, and that's his main source of income. Like, every now and then Harry talks, he writes a book, it's about trauma. Harry's in an interview, it's about trauma. Harry talks about his brother, it's about trauma. He talks about his dad, it's about trauma. Harry loves trauma, and Meghan knows Harry so well, so she's exploiting the fact that Harry is like triggered when he's traumatized. Like, a little bit of anything that will traumatize him gets him triggered. So Meghan Markle is exploiting her husband's trauma for personal gain, for financial gain. She doesn't care. And everyone is suspecting that they don't live together anymore. They're not together. They're just together for the pubs. They're just together for publicity. They're just together for publicity. They're not together anymore. Because remember, Harry and Meghan were watching a Lakers match, and then he leaned over, he tried to kiss her, and then she, don't. Remember, we are not together. Don't. So Harry and Meghan are so desperate to rebrand themselves. So they'll go at any length to rebrand themselves. So they have been proven wrong once again. And the chaotic, catastrophic car chase is all a lie. It's all a lie.